Welcome to Global Science, everyone. I'm Bruce Hahn. From Tel Aviv, Israel, we'll be speaking with Dr. Yeşaşiban, the founder and CEO of i8 Ventures. Today, he'll talk about one of i8's firms, Metaverse Labs, a leading think tank focusing on virtual worlds. Shivan is also the well-known author of Handbook on 3D, 3C platforms. Yesha, shalom. Thank you so much for joining us on Global Science today.
Thank you very much, Bruce. Great to be here.
Thank you. Yesha, we're going to be talking about the Metaverse. Can you explain to our viewers what the Metaverse is all about?
I first met the Metaverse around, I would say 2005, 2006. I was looking at my son and he was playing World of Warcraft. It's very funny because just now Microsoft bought the owners of World of Warcraft. I was looking at that, it was unbelievable, the graphics was amazing, the engagement was amazing, but there was one thing which was missing, at least for me, which was the creation factor, the fact that you can create stuff in the world. And at that time, the cover of Business Week portrayed Second Life, which was the metaverse at the time, so that was the beginning of me delving into it academically. I later became the editor of the Journal of Virtual World Research, which led to the book and other research items in this amazing field.
Now, what do you think motivated Mark Zuckerberg to change the name of his firm to Meta?
So this change is one more step in a vision that I think he had for many, many, many years. I would say more than 10 years. It started, or the first thing was the purchasing of Oculus Rift at the time for $2 billion, which was a tiny, tiny hardware company. It's not even a software company. And that was the beginning of it. He has a vision of the classical metaverse, the Neil Stephenson vision of the metaverse, of a 3D environment where you live, work, engage, buy, sell, etc. And he really wants to do it. I think what is unique about his vision is that he is the leader. He is the number one of the, one of the top 5 companies in the world. They have the financial means to push it, and he will be a great leader in that area. Of course, as you know, he's not the only one. Microsoft is pushing, Google is pushing, Tencent in China is pushing, and of course, Apple is also in the game. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
Microsoft recently acquired Blizzard for US $68.7 billion. The acquisition will offer even more massive and devoted game communities to create their own metaverses. What is your view?
So I think this is a great move. I think Microsoft, a $3 trillion company, is very, very serious about the metaverse. They do have the hardware component already in place. Last year, they signed up, I think, $18 billion contract with the US Army for that. I think this will add a major component to it, and their gaming studios are going to be very, very strong. And Microsoft is going for the business side of it. So I think, again, competitive landscape of the metaverse is getting stronger and stronger, and we as consumers would love it.
Now, what innovations are big tech companies working on now?
So if we continue on the metaverse side, then I could mention several of them. First of all, the business of the glasses itself. This is being the hallmark of sort of the gateway, the mouse of the metaverse. So this is one thing that everybody's working on. Apple is rumored to do a few things, so that's one angle. Another angle is the business of 3D processing, which NVIDIA was the strongest and is a strong player in it. I think, again, Apple is going to be a major player with the new chip. The M1 is going to change the world in terms of processing, in terms of cost, heat, value. And, people who are into the relationship between software and hardware are looking at the M1 as a major, major change in the processing world.
Now, Yesha, many people connect the metaverse with NFTs. What is an NFT?
That's a whole lecture. But essentially, NFT is a a way to attach, the simplest way to explain it is you attach a unique number, like an ID, to something. Could be a picture, could be a 3D image, could be even a physical object that you give it a certificate with that particular number. And now once you attach this particular number to it, then many things can happen. For example, I can ascertain the ownership of this particular thing to you. I can do a drawing and then sell it to somebody. But this is just the beginning. If we think about it a little bit more, then once you have a unique number that is attached digitally to some kind of a network, I don't want to say the word blockchain to confuse people, but attach it to some kind of a log, then, for example, if I make a drawing and I sell it to you for $10, then you sell it for $100, I, as the creator, can still get a certain percentage out of it. So a whole new range of economical infrastructure can be structured once you have this unique ID attached to the object. So that's the essence of NFT.
Yesha, there's a craze for NFT investments. Can you tell us more about the NFT economy?
So NFT economy is a little bit hyped. I would say what I always say to people like that. So Bitcoin is evil. Don't even think about that. Blockchain is just a technology. So don't pay attention too much to that. NFT, on the other hand, is a very interesting phenomena of creating actual business. So the idea is to understand the technology, learn it. If you are a creator, artist, a musician, you may want to pay a little bit more attention to it because it's beginning to be an interesting technology out there.
Now, lastly, do you have any investment tips for Korean investors today?
So I was indeed waiting for this question. So looking at my portfolio and what is happening in the world, I come back to the basic, Microsoft. And why Microsoft? First of all, unbelievable leadership by a CEO that I think made the biggest change ever in any technology company. But even more so, diverse set of revenue streams, gaming now, enterprise software. And the number one thing, which Microsoft is pushing very hard, is Azure. Still a distance from the core technology and the features of Amazon, but very, very, very strong sales people that are going all over the world and pushing Azure in various formats. And we do see the revenues coming in. So my recommendation would be Microsoft.
Dr. Yeşaşiban, author, professor, CEO from Tel Aviv, Israel. Thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your insights on this fascinating and intriguing thing called the Metaverse. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Always good to be here, Bruce. Thank you.
Thank you. That does it for us at Global Signs. Yeşaşiban recommends Microsoft. Thank you again. Until we meet next week, please be safe and healthy.